What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Thursday, July 25th. We're almost at the end of July of this stupid crazy month with all of this crazy news. We got more to talk about today, so let's just jump right into it. Let's get immediately into the response of MrBeast. That is correct, okay? Yesterday I made a video for you guys, a nice LayItOmni, that summarized all of the events that have happened and transpiring with this whole situation with Ava Kris Tyson, aka MrBeast's best friend. She's been under fire because there have been a lot of messages being shown around with her back from 6-7 years ago where she was talking to children. MrBeast said, over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegation of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings. Short, sweet, simple, and straight to the point. Okay, MrBeast does not leave any room for any kind of ambiguity or vagueness. He says he does not condone, does not support, and that he is disgusted by his best friend's actions. But yeah, I think this is a good response. There's a lot of mixed reviews on the internet still when it comes to MrBeast. Okay, MrBeast is the guy that you guys know who will go around the world and save the planet, and then people will find out a way to demonize him because that's just what people do when you exist on the internet and you're somebody like the largest YouTuber in the world. However, some people feel like this is just him distancing himself from Ava and that he's already known all of these things about her and he kind of just kept it shut, and now he's just kind of being forced to play the hands of basically removing her from all of this MrBeast stuff now that it's finally getting exposed. But as I said in yesterday's video, guys, I had a feeling this is going to get a lot worse before it gets any kind of better. There's another person who has come out about Ava Kris Tyson having inappropriate conversations and relations with them, this one being a person by the name of Nathan W, saying Ava Kris Tyson from MrBeast preyed upon me when I was 15. This is my story.
Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Kris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join MrBeast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Kris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them, as well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Kris invited him after that, and Kris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server.
Wait a minute. I thought it was going to be like a big, massive Discord kind of thing that you kind of have when you have a stream. There was a Discord with only 10 people in it, and the majority of the people in the Discord were minors? What? How do you accidentally set something like that? I mean, okay. All right. Hold on. Continue. Okay. All right, continue.
For the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Kris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, weird. I think a Discord filled with like 10 people and majority of them being minors. And then while there's only 10 people in there spamming porn and hentai, that's, yeah. All right. We got another one on the list. But now what people are now trying to do is look into MrBeast and see if like, hey, if you were friends with this person, Ava, back in the day, do you have some shady stuff going on in your past as well? Rosanna Pansino, you probably remember her because she talked about the situation that had to do with MrBeast. I think it was a game that they were all playing with her, Logan Paul, a bunch of people. I don't think she got like first. I think she said that MrBeast kind of curated some of the events. I'm having a hard time remembering, but she's coming back to talk about her personal experience with MrBeast yet again, and this one she's bringing up the fact that, hey, YouTube's #1 most subscribed person. This video is still uploaded and monetized on his main channel, unlisted by the way. It's a 35-second clip. Let's watch together. This looks like this is going to be MrBeast from 8 years ago, so oh boy, I'm prepared for that one. I'm actually very prepared for this.
Selling N-word for $400 money? The most I would pay is like 300. Sorry, 400 is just out of my price range for that type of stuff. QQ, shut the fuck up, you stupid. If the video was lubed, how would I call you a stupid? Exactly, it's not lubed, dumbass. N-word, 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 N-word. Thanks, Hustlin, for the donation. I appreciate it. No more, no, boys. No more typing the N-word in chat. No more cursing. Selling 10 for $69 each. That's a steep price. I don't think you're going to get any sales.
All right, so very in line with the kind of audience that I think MrBeast has. Young, edgy, white teens who drop the N-word. So basically the Call of Duty lobby, but in the chat room. Okay, not surprised by this. Not surprised that he dropped the F word. Not surprised because during that time, 6, 8, 10 years ago, literally everybody was doing it. I'm not saying everybody was dropping the N-word, but the Call of Duty lobby, this was kind of normal speech. Potentially an unpopular opinion, but yes, I do not care that Jimmy might have been an edgy young teen with an edgy young fan base 6 to 8 years ago. As long as this person wasn't out here talking to kids, I'm cool. I know some of you guys might be like, Omni, bro, you're black. How can you not be I've been on the internet for a very long time. Okay, I get called the N-word every day. I kind of just wish racists would be more creative with their racism just so I can have a better laugh. Okay, so all of this is normalized for me. All right, I'm not saying that this was okay, but it was very close to the realm of Call of Duty lobbies, and I get the culture that existed, and it's not something that I think that MrBeast should be canceled for now and in the year 2024. Hey guys, this update that comes to MrBeast and his best friend Ava Kris Tyson. She's still under a hot fire. I'm probably not going to come back to the internet anytime soon, is my guess, but I would not be surprised if there is more testimonies and stories coming from more people. All right, we already have at least 2 or 3 people who come out to talk about their interactions with Ava, and I'm pretty sure that that's not the end of the line. It's been an absolute stressful week, and again, I tell you guys this, I still don't think this is the end of the pipeline. Now that MrBeast is under fire, I have a feeling that people are going to use this to have an opportunity to come out to talk about Jimmy and his past interactions as well. Depending on what that is, we shall see. I will let you guys know, but man, oh man. So guys, we gotta talk about this rumor leak really quick. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal if it's true, okay? But there's a rumor, there's a leak that's going on right now that are getting people left and right eviscerated on Twitter, okay? If they post it kind of situation. Like, I have already seen in real time, like 2 or 3 accounts get completely suspended for sharing this information. And now I see a tag here that says manipulated media. I have never seen this on my entire tenure so far on Twitter. So this is a big deal, and we need to figure out if this is true or not. The person said, oh my God, the Twitter API leak that clearly shows Twitter has special protections for right-wing accounts is 100% confirmed real. Now, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed real. I'm not going to confirm anything as 100% real until I know it's 100% confirmed real. I'm not going to just listen to some person that I don't even know, but I do know people are getting eviscerated off the platform, which is usually a confirmation in itself. Like when it comes to like Nintendo, right? If someone leaks something, some Nintendo data, and you see them get removed, usually it's like a confirmation that Nintendo's ninjas got them, which means it's usually true kind of situation. It was initially this group called the Anti-Fastest Turtle, right? Where it said new Twitter API leak reveals that there's a group of protected users that are allowed to break the TOS without consequence, even including a list of white listed slurs. Also worth mentioning that all of the listed accounts are right-wing in their content. So you guys know Elon Musk. I think recently had a profile picture that had like Trump or whatever. He was like super like pro-Trump. And then I think at like one of the rallies or somewhere in the RNC, I think Trump said something about like, you know, getting rid of EVs or something that would definitely hurt like Elon Musk is like, you know, Tesla. So he was kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then I think he pulled away. There was rumors that Elon Musk was trying to pay like $45 million to the Trump campaign. But Elon Musk wrote that off and said that that was just a rumor that was created by the Wall Street Journal. I don't know. This, again, when it comes to the age of information in this world, whether it's the media, whether it's Elon Musk, I don't know what is facts or not, because people are either saying A, it's a lie, or B, kind of saying a lie, right? It feels a lot of misinformation is floating around left and right. The account got suspended after it posted the API. So what did the API actually say? What was in there? At everyone, prepare for Twitter shitstorm. Someone found expose OKTA configs for Twitter. What does this say? protected-users.twitter.okta.com, and then a bunch of numbers. And it says users equal end wokeness, clown world, Trump daily post, Trump war room, Trump real Donald Trump, POTUS, Donald J. Trump, Eric Trump, Team Trump, Elon Musk AOC, Elon Musk PD, Elon Musk PDA, Doge designer, Cobra Tate. It got your boy Andrew Tate, Tate the Railsman, libs of TikTok. I've seen them before. Russia, MFA Russia, wordless ignore for protected users. Oh, they can say the F word, illegal, KYS, they can say KOS. There's two versions of the N word. They can say the N word and the N word with a hard ER, which I think is confirmed because I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate has a tweet that's still up where he's calling people the N word with an ER. Like, literally drop that on Twitter and it's just this there. And there's more here as well. Okay, I can't say these words, otherwise I'll get yoinked on Twitter. Ignore wordless rejects and wokeness. And yeah, so it says Twitter gives privileges to right-wing platforms is the post that got these guys removed, and everyone's sharing and it's getting bigger and bigger. When you try to delete something from the internet, then it goes even more viral. I think it's called the Streisand effect. Anyway, that's it. That's just the rumor. I'm going to look more into this situation to see if there's any other ways to actually confirm if this is true or not. Because if it is, then it looks like Elon Musk is probably just using Twitter as his own kind of like news control center to push whatever agenda that he wants to push kind of situation. If this is true, right, then you're basically removing the concept of freedom of speech while also saying that, yes, democracy is freedom of speech. And it's leaning towards the idea of the fact that, yeah, the whole point of this is just, again, more ways to control and manipulate information for you to see the things that people want you to see, which is why it's so terrifying out here for these news articles and everything. Everybody has something that they want to push, or maybe they're being bought out by a bunch of people who have a lot of money to tell you things that they want you to hear. It's wild. News and information, especially on places like Twitter, have become so radical that you can, like I said in yesterday's video, lie. You can absolutely lie, or maybe tell non-truths, or give people enough favoritism that it will skew the results. So whenever you kind of like look around on tweets and articles and stuff, you will be seeing a specific type of algorithm on purpose in order to portray specific information. These are for people who are kind of like, I'm not gonna say sheep, but people who don't really look at anything. They just look at the titles and they go away and they don't read kind of thing. This is how you manipulate people. This is how you control minds of the mass. I'm not saying that Elon Musk is doing that, okay? I'm just saying this is all alleged, and I will confirm if I will find out if this is actually true or not. But Twitter is saying this is manipulated media and it's not true. So if there's any more information on this, I'll give you guys a follow-up. But if it is true, ooh, man, this would be absolutely wild. God dang, guys, we have some breaking freaking news. While I'm recording this video for you guys, my gang, Marquise Brownlee, aka MKBHD, one of the biggest tech YouTubers out there, to dude who's known for kind of like reviewing products that are technological and advanced, but he also reviews things that are like cars, and yeah, that's basically it. He loves tech, everything tech, and he talks about it. It's essentially his channel. He has over 10 million subscribers. Well, apparently he just tweeted, well, Runway AI video generator was trained on YouTube videos without permission, including 1,600 plus MKBHD videos. Who would have thought that AI is basically, again, stealing information from creators in order to create their own content illegally without permission. It sounds familiar. It's not the first time. There was a situation literally 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, where people were complaining that their information was getting stolen, including mine. People were taking YouTubers' transcripts and then using it to feed them to an AI and an algorithm so that the AI algorithm can basically have its own free speech thought. All right. People are stealing from YouTube content creators, and this is getting out of hand. There is going to be a Better Call Class A action lawsuit at some point in time, okay? Because we got big names out here. This article here by Samantha Cole with 404 Media said a highly praised AI video generation tool made by multi-billion-dollar company Runway was secretly trained by scraping thousands of videos from popular YouTube creators and brands, as well as pirated films, according to a massive internal spreadsheet of training data obtained by 404 Media. I have that spreadsheet. Before it gets deleted, we're going to look at it right now. And in fact, you know what? Screw it. Let's go straight to the document, okay? Oh my Lord. This is like looking at the inwards of an evil villain plot here. Like this is... If you're wondering how people steal information, this is the blueprint right here. They have words here like keywords from redacted, recommended channels found. These are the ones where they, basically took it. Recommended keywords, high camera movement, which also shows YouTube channels, how many videos they've stolen from, YouTube hashtags, cinematic masterpieces, more YouTube channels, the holy grail of car cinematics so far, taken from DeFi Studio. This is it. The secret notes of the evil villains who are purposely stealing from channels. Scrolling through the past, it says non-YouTube sources right here. I know this is kind of small, but it's hard to blow it up. But non-YouTube sources, they're stealing from anime, archive Xbox clips, cartoon, it's anime. Oh my God. So guys, I'm scrolling down to see how many unique recommended channels they have on here. There are 4,000 channels. Okay. Now that's just how many channels are listed here. If you come over here to the type, you can see how many videos they're looking at here. Man, 94, 800, 686, 112. Oh my God, this is absolutely massive. If I type in MKBHD, it says here 1600/tech. Oh my Lord. Type in MrBeast. Yup, 780 videos from MrBeast. Who else? Pharrell? They stole from Pharrell? Oh my God. BuzzFeed. I'm just scrolling around. I'm seeing all these names. What about PewDiePie? They take PewDiePie? Nothing from Pewds. Okay, interesting. Okay, who else could they have taken from that I can think of that would be really bad? HK Official? Oh, y'all stole from Nintendo. It's over. It's all over. 973 videos labeled Mario Princess Animation. Oh my God. That's it. That's GG's. The ninjas are on the case. This is bad. Really bad. And I think this is going to blow up. Okay. It doesn't seem like a lot, but good Lord, it looks like a lot. At least 4,000 YouTube channels were affected. Anime studios affected. Okay. These guys, it looks like, in my opinion, got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, quite literally swiping all of this information from videos that they don't legally own and illegally using it to train their AI bot. This looks really bad. And if this is a multi-billion-dollar company, I need to follow. I've never been more interested in following up and seeing what happens with a situation. I will keep you guys posted to see what happens, because this looks like a really bad lawsuit incoming. Oh my God. Let's just get back to the article really fast, okay? The model, initially codenamed Jupiter and released officially as Gen 3, drew widespread praise from the AI development community and technology outlets covering its launch when Runway released in June. Last year, Runway raised $141 million from investors, including Google and Nvidia, at a $1.5 billion valuation. Oh my God. We got Google. Last time we had Apple, now we got Google, and Nvidia seems to be the common denominator in both of these things. When TechCrunch asked Runway co-founder Anastasis Germanius in June where the trainer data from Gen 3 came from, he would not offer specifics. Quote, "We have an in-house research team that oversees all of our training, and we use curated internal data sets to train our models." Cap. 10,000%, 20,000%, 30,000% cap. That's it, right? How do you get out of this? Unless it's legally okay to steal from YouTube videos, it's the spreadsheet of training data viewed by 404 Media, and our testing of our model indicates that part of its training data is popular content from YouTube channels of thousands of media and entertainment companies, including The New Yorker, Vice News, Pixar, Disney, Netflix, Sony, and many others. It also includes links to channels and individuals, videos belonging to popular influencers and content creators like Casey Neistat, Sam Colder, Benjamin Hartman, Marquise Brownlee, and numerous others. The spreadsheet is here. 404 Media redacted columns containing names of the Runway employees. Yo, this is a clickable link. That's what I was just saying. If you guys are curious, you're on your laptop or wherever, you want to go look at this link. While 404 Media couldn't confirm that every single video included in the spreadsheet was used to train Gen 3, it's possible that some content was filtered out later or that not every single link on the spreadsheet was scraped. The training data reveals specifics about the generative AI industry, which has been repeatedly accused of training models on copyrighted material. Runway did not respond to multiple requests for comment via email, LinkedIn, and its official Discord channel. When reached for comment, Google, which operates YouTube and is a Runway investor, pointed us to Bloomberg's story from April, in which the company told the publication that OpenAI training its AI video generator Sora with YouTube videos would violate YouTube's rules. So Google just said, hey, look, we already set a precedent for this. And if they did do this, then they have basically violated YouTube's rules. Oh, mama. Quote, our previous comments was on this still stand. A Google spokesperson told 404 Media in an email when asked about Runway scraping YouTube videos. There was a company-wide effort to compile videos into spreadsheets to serve as training, a former Runway employee told 404 Media. After the list of videos was compiled, Runway scraped the videos using open source software, specifically YouTube DL. That's the download thing, which has a proxy configuration option. Runway purchased proxies from a provider, the source said, which gives customers an IP address that routes requests for downloads through. In order to not get blocked by YouTube, 404 Media granted the source in this article anonymity because they feared professional retribution. So they literally, you know those things where you want to download a video from YouTube, like YouTube to MP4? They said it's right here. YouTube -download, when you want to download videos from YouTube, when you want to literally steal videos and then use its content. It doesn't get any more clear than this, right? It's pretty straightforward. It looks pretty straightforward. I'm going to keep saying allegedly because I want to make sure that everything's legal and above board and above ground. I don't want to say anything that's not true, but this looks incredibly damning. Ending the story, the channels in that spreadsheet were a company-wide effort to find good quality videos to build the model with, the former employee said. This was a former employee of Runway. Oh, and they're keeping that person. Oh my God. This was then used as input to a massive web crawler, which downloaded all the videos from all those channels using proxies to avoid getting blocked by Google. The document contains 14 spreadsheets, each labeled with different categories. One of the spreadsheets contains what appears to show a list of 117 terms like beach, doctor, and rain. And the names of Runway employees next to each of those terms. The former employee told 404 Media that these names were either people taxed by others to find videos related to the keywords or the employees themselves noting that they were working on that keyword. Next to the term rainbow and the employee name, someone wrote a note that said no channels or playlists dedicated to it, but found good individual videos for fine tuning. That's a wrap. That's a cap. That's a confession, right? No channels or playlists dedicated to it, but found good individual videos for fine tuning. Like it's literally a secret plan to steal content. Oh my God, bro. This looks like a classic cooking. I'm very curious to see how they respond to this. This looks bad. This looks absolutely bad. I will be letting you guys know with great interest as this story develops. Let's come up for some air, okay? Let's take a breather because I know there's been a lot of crazy news going on, okay? I want to check on you guys because you guys seem to be checking in on me. ZD and a lot of you guys keep asking me this question over the past couple of weeks. Honestly, Omni, how have you been with having to cover all of these topics? I'm okay, you know, it's one thing if I'm like exploring the news on my own, like on Twitter and scrolling through, doom scrolling and seeing all this terrible news flying around and being like, damn, the world is a garbage, terrible place. It's so sad, you know, just seeing all these bad news articles. But for some reason, when I come up here and I talk to you guys about it and we vibe, we have this energy. You guys know I'm not out here to push any agendas. I don't really care what you guys do with the information I give you. I just genuinely like discussing it with you. I feel better. Like, I feel like I can consume the information that's happening around the world and I can digest it when there's a conduit between you and I talking about it. It doesn't feel like there's any kind of weird filters where I'm trying to figure out if things are true or false. It doesn't feel like I have to pander to a specific audience in order to get something from you guys. It feels like there's no give or take here situation. So it feels okay. Unironically, I feel good. This feels like probably the only way that I would digest a lot of information that's happening around the world is with this interaction with you guys. So yeah, I get this question all the time. I know there's a lot of people who like don't want to look at the news or stay away from it or don't even want to check out politics, because I get it, right? You don't want to feed your brain so much negative information all of the time. But I feel like we have figured out a way to filter out the negativity. And we also talk about some fun stuff on here as well in a way that feels more comforting. It's like if I'm going to receive bad news or if I'm going to talk about bad news, I would much gladly prefer it to be in this way. I like you guys, and we also kind of make it comedic as well. So I'm okay. The only thing that I've tried to avoid is literally talking about how there is like predators and kids, all over, people touching kids all the time. That's the only thing that I'm just like, you know what? There's a story right now about some guy who basically had like 16 freaking terabytes worth of information, the Cartoon Network dude, that I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about this. I'll let you guys know that it's happening, but for real, I just can't. That's just too heinous. That's just too wild. That's too messed up, okay? So there's some places around the internet where I'm like, you know what? This deep dive, I'm going to preserve my mental health and yours as well, and we're just going to like, you know, move past it. But yeah, I'm okay. I appreciate you guys asking. Are you guys okay? I hope that I am able to deliver both good news and bad news to you guys in a way that's digestible and still kind of a little fun, but also serious when it needs to be serious, so that you can know what's happening around the world without mentally drying up and dying inside. I'm still here. Don't worry. And for those of you guys who may be just listening to me, I'm just pausing. I just took a look at what you guys wanted me to talk about, and it. Oh, what is life? Have you guys ever felt like sometimes when we're talking about the things that are on this channel that you're thinking like this isn't real anymore? Like we're leaving, like this is a simulation. Like we're quite literally, the things that you would think would be, you know, fake and, you know, 10 years ago are actually coming to life. There's a skibidi toilet movie, a TV franchise in the works that's going to be created by Michael Bay. Ah, my God. Okay. How do I even talk about this? First of all, I feel like I have to do something that's like kind of forbidden, which is explain skibidi toilet, which I don't want to do. I learned about skibidi toilet early this year, and I think I had more questions than answers after watching it. Okay, it's basically the epitome of brain rot. All right, I'll show you a clip. I'll show you a clip. It's hard to explain because it's layered. All right, skibidi toilet is a meme and it's layered, but it's an actual full feature. Like it's one of the biggest YouTube channels out there right now. Channel, right? It's called FUK Boom. All right. It has 43 million subscribers. Okay. If you're looking at this, you're probably like, you know, for the first time, Omni, what? Okay. 43 million subscribers. That's pretty crazy. That's a lot of subscribers. Okay. And if you look at this video right here, if you can get a little zoom in, okay, 42 million views in one video for a 4-minute video 3 months ago. If I click videos 4 days ago, they got an episode with 14 million views, 16 million, 23, 30, 27, 40, 43, 41, 40, 44. And if you look, you can see this is when I discovered it 3 months ago. I watched this video, Skibidi Toilet 72, and it was... I don't know what's happening, but I felt like that as I watched it, it felt like my brain was turning into mush. I'm trying to explain to you guys what skibidi toilet is. For those of you who already know, you're probably cracking up. And for those of you guys who are still about to figure out, I got to play like a couple seconds. It's copyright, but I'll play like a couple seconds and you'll see what I mean. All right, I'm stopping there. I'm stopping there. So it's these dudes with these big faces. Apparently there's a storyline. I'm not going to catch up on Skibidi Toilet. Apparently this is a story. The people comment on there, tens of thousands of comments. People are like, I can't wait for the next episode of these dudes with these faces that go, you know, and I don't know what's happening, but I do know that as I watch this, right, at least in the middle of it, I feel like I'm losing brain cells as it's all going by. That's Skibidi Toilet, and apparently Michael Bay, all right, the guy who made Transformers, who's known for all the big ass explosions that they always meme about, is saying like he wants to make an actual Skibidi Toilet movie. I don't know how to digest that information outside of the fact that I'm terrified and yet curious. Okay, so more to come. I'll let you guys know if that actually happened. So Just Show both said, hey, I know it's probably old news, but can you talk about Project 2025? I just know it's a bad thing for the US, and I'm not sure if I should be scared or not. This is also a random question that I get very often. I figured that almost everybody knows what Project 2025 is. I'm in the know of it. I'm pretty familiar with it. I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing in development, but I thought everyone kind of knew. It's politics, so I just don't really like talking about politics, but I feel like that's also a reason why you guys like me talking about politics, because I don't like it. You guys are weird. You're like, oh, Omni for president. I'm like, no, I would never run for president. I would never want to run for president. You're like, but Omni, that's why I want you to run for president, because you don't want the power. No, leave me alone, okay? Freaking Trump just got shot in the ear. I'm not trying to put myself, no, I don't want to be in that limelight. Leave me alone. Project 2025, maybe, if you guys want. If there's enough interest, I'll do a deep dive for it for you guys, give you guys the details. I understand that you don't want to be afraid. Let me just say this also, just straight up. Don't be freaking afraid, okay? I tell you guys to stay safe on these streets, but I don't tell you to be scared, okay? Don't be scared. Be prepared, all right? Arm yourselves. Make sure that you are safe. Make sure that you move, you know, slowly, silently, vigilantly, okay, with a purpose out here, okay? I'm not saying that everything is becoming a battleground, and I'm not trying to scare you, okay? That's not the whole point of this. Do not be scared, okay? Have courage. Just be ahead of things and be on the lookout kind of thing. If there's enough interest, you guys can let me know in the comments below. We'll do a Project 2025 deep dive, maybe on the second channel, maybe on this channel, and yeah, just let me know. On the topic of politics, Will Phoenix said the U.S. Secret Service director resigned, which is, yeah, kind of crazy, because this might have to do with the entirety of the fact that Trump got shot in the air recently. There's been a lot of information, again, that I cannot confirm nor deny when it comes to this whole shooting thing that happened with Trump. People are saying that they knew where the shooter was way before he got posted and took the shot. People are saying that the Secret Service might have known about the shooter before. Like there's so much information that's floating around about this concept of the shooting that happened that I don't know is true or false. So much of it is so hard to confirm and validate. And I feel like I'm at the age where whenever someone tells me some news, I just have to assume it's fake until it's real. That's how bad it is out on these news streets. But yeah, breaking, she's gone. U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle has officially resigned. There also appears to be some activity happening right now in the Capitol in the United States, in the D.C. area, right next to me in the DMV. Protest is getting kind of chaotic, says CD Mad Cats. Hundreds of anti-Israel activists stormed the U.S. Capitol and staged a sit-down protest against Netanyahu, is that how you pronounce it? Netanyahu, before his address to Congress tomorrow, which was yesterday. But if you guys don't know, Netanyahu, I believe, is the prime minister of Israel. They had a talk. I think after the talk, Kamala Harris said that they will continue to be allies of Israel, but a lot of people feel like Israel and Netanyahu is basically classified as a war criminal because of his involvement in all of the stuff that's been happening with Palestine, right? It's really bad, and there's a lot of protests that's now happening. It says here, Jews to Biden, stop arming Israel. So, yeah, they are inside the Capitol sitting down and chanting. But it's getting crazy out on these streets, especially on the Capitol. I'm pretty sure this guy right here burned the freaking United States flag, which I think is like a felony. I think it's a criminal offense. I don't think you can do that. Oh my God. And it says he's holding a flag that says Free Palestine. And yeah, it's bad. The protesters are out here. It got to the point where Kamala Harris actually had to respond, and she did so literally just like 15 or 20 minutes ago. Which reads, yesterday at Union Station, Washington, D.C., we saw despicable acts of unpatriotic protesters and dangerous hate-fueled rhetoric. So I want to put this into also perspective too. This is Union Station. I used to be there all the time. I recognize, as soon as I saw that, I recognize that entire place. I go there all the time. If you're a DMV resident, DC, Virginia, Maryland, you probably know all about Union Station. It's like the hub for DC, the center of the metro, where if you in the middle, wherever you need to go, Union Station is in the middle. So I saw that and I was like, dang, I recognize that spot. That's the place where you get dropped off right in front of the Capitol. I condemn any individuals associating with brutal terrorist organizations, Hamas, which has vowed to annihilate the state of Israel and kill Jews. Pro-Hamas graffiti and rhetoric is abhorrent, and we must not tolerate it in our nation. I condemn the burning of the American flag. That flag is a symbol of our highest ideals as a nation and represents the promise of America. It should never be desecrated in that way. I support the right to peacefully protest, but let's be clear. Anti-Semitism, hate, and violence of any kind have no place in our nation. Here's the actual real-time burning of the flag, by the way, in case you missed the actual video. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the way you want to protest. I don't think burning the United States flag is going to do you any good here in this situation. I think protesting is very good. You should have healthy, silent protests, peaceful protests all the time. I definitely support that. But when you go out here and you burn, what type of message are you sending here? I get that there are a group of people who want to accomplish a specific task. They want to end the war that's happening, and they want to show their dissupport with America working with Israel. That's fine that they want to share that information. They want to share that support. But when you burn the United States flag in order to... What do you actually expect to happen? The United States might look at this and be like, okay, now this is getting crazy. Now you guys are pro-Hamas. Now we're just going to be more friends. We're going to be more tight. I don't think it achieves or accomplishes the task they were trying to do, but it is what it is. That's what the protesters were doing. Now you've got people saying that these protesters this was an insurrection and trying to compare it to the whole situation that happening on January 6th. And yeah, for those of you guys who don't live in America and you're like, what are they doing over there? As I keep saying to you guys over and over, these streets are not safe. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video, man. This has been a doozy of a video. I love you guys. If you made it to the end and you enjoyed the news, man, drop a like on the video. Lets me know that you made it to the end. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Tell your friends about me. I can't wait to talk to you guys. Probably maybe again tomorrow if there's more to talk about. Because again, I said this before in the video, but I just like covering this stuff with you guys. So thanks for listening. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Be good. Peace.